Hey, it's Melissa from Wild Hearts Homestead. Let's talk about some seed saving today. One of the ways that you can help reduce the cost of your garden is by saving your own seeds year after year to be able to use. Now, when we are saving seeds, we want the plant to go through its entire life cycle and to start drying out. So I have 3 different types of seeds I wanted to show you today. I have peas, broccoli, and arugula. So when your arugula is finishing its life cycle, it will start sending out flowers, and then these little pods will form. When this starts drying, I normally will pull it up, bring it inside, and let it finish drying. Then to get the seeds, I will crack them over a container. I like to use a large container just in case seeds go flying. And then after I get all of my seeds, I will transfer them into mason jars or baby food jars, just depending on how many seeds I have. So you can see in here, I already started getting some of the seeds out from the arugula. So I'm just going to show you a quick little way to get the seeds from all of these. So I will just pop the seed pods open. If there is little bits that fall in from the plant, you can just use a light breath and it will blow the, what's it called, chaff away from the seeds. You can do the same thing with lettuce. My lettuce is going to seed, and I will show you probably in a month how to save your lettuce seeds as well. So we're just cracking these over. See if I can bring you a little bit closer here. As you can see, just cracking the pods. I just kind of do it gently. You can hear the seeds fall into the bowl. Now the same thing with your broccoli. When your broccoli is forming a head, that is actually the flower of the plant. When you don't harvest that flower, it will just branch out into all these different seed pods, flowers. And once they're pollinated, they will have all of these seeds inside of them. Oh my goodness, it's too close. So this is what your broccoli will look like after it has branched out. Each of these pods was one little tiny flower head on the broccoli. You can take these off and dry them inside. I prefer to do that. If you leave them too long outside, they will split open and the seeds will go on the ground, and you may have some self-seeding broccoli the next year. But I like to kind of be in control of where my seeds land and how many and the spacing and all of that. So I prefer to try to keep the seeds and start them myself. So the same thing with this, I just break open the seed pods over my container and hope that most of them fly into the container and don't fly away. And these, you can see these seeds are not huge. These are our broccoli seeds. And then I've got some pea seeds. These are ones I've already broken the pods open and gotten them dried out. And I have a couple on the vine I can grab and show you real quick how we do this too. So here we have some peas that I have let go to dry out for seed saving. You can see how these pods are starting to get dried. They're not quite dry, they're still flexible here, so they still have some moisture in them. You want them to be like crunchy dry when you pick them off of here. But you can see the peas are forming inside, and just instead of eating the peas, we're just going to save them for seed saving. So when they start to get dried, you would pick them off and you would just split them open, get the seeds out, and make sure they continue drying. Do not seal them right away. If there's any moisture left, it will mold and it will ruin your seeds. Some plants that you're saving seeds from, you're going to want to get some of these bags. I find these really helpful. I just get them from friends that have gotten them with jewelry or different little gifts. I've never actually purchased them. You can make them out of tulle from the fabric store yourself. I like to put these on things like my onion seeds, where you can put the whole head in here, and you can see some of the seeds have already started coming out into the bag. So this helps save those seeds from getting lost on the ground and when the head starts to just let those seeds fall when it's dry. So this one feels really dry. I'm actually going to cut this one off and I can show you how these seeds get saved too. Onion, when it goes to seed, will send up one shoot from the middle that will send out a flower head. It will get pollinated. You can see the various forms. This is kind of starting to close up, and each of these little heads will have seeds in there. And you can see this one is starting to dry. This one is even more dry. When these are dried all the way up, those seeds will be ready. And you can bag each of these so you're not losing those seeds. So it's a couple weeks later and it's time to get some of our onion seeds harvested. So I have these bags on the different onion where they flowered and then they've turned into seeds. When they start to dry, the seeds start to fall out. So the bags, I don't know if you can see, the bags help keep the seeds from all getting lost onto the ground. So what I like to do is kind of bend it over a little bit, crunch it all off, and then all those seeds are in the bag. And then what I will do is crunch all that up, and then we'll blow away the chaff, and then we'll have all of our beautiful onion seeds in here. All right, our lettuces are also ready to start picking some seeds. When the lettuce starts growing its stalks up, you don't want to eat it anymore. It's going to be bitter and not taste great. And then it'll put out these flower heads, and once the flower heads are pollinated, they will open up into this fluff, and all of these fluffs are seeds. So what I will generally do is take like a Ziploc bag and I will pull off these tufts, put them into the Ziploc bag, and then do the same thing where I crumple it up, blow away the chaff, and keep the seeds. There's one last cool weather crop I want to show you that is going to seed. This is what's left of my spinach. This whole section of spinach I had done from seeds that I had saved in previous years. You can see my seeds here. When the spinach is going to seed, it does the same thing as the lettuce. It will send up a stalk. It will make these little flowers, and it will form these seeds. You can see they're green on here. When these seeds start to dry up, this is a good example of what they look like when they start drying up. So they will get dry and brown. I will usually bring these inside to finish drying just because sometimes they will fall off onto the ground and then you will lose them. But like I said, all of this section I planted from seeds I had saved from spinach in years previously, and it tasted amazing. So this is one more way you can save your own seeds and save some money when you are planting out your garden. Hopefully you found this video helpful on how to save seeds from different cool weather crops. And I will be doing a video later on in the summer saving seeds for summer crops. And I hope you'll have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.